Welcome back to Sproutable's Parent Q&A. In this latest edition, we have a great question from a parent who wrote that her daughter has been hitting, kicking, and punching her friends at school, preschool, and while the behaviors themselves have settled down, the parents still feel concerned about why this behavior even happened in the first place, what drives the behavior. So I so appreciate us always taking this long-term lens and looking at behavior in terms of an iceberg. We use this metaphor in positive discipline a lot, where the behavior that we see is just the tip of the iceberg. So that's the hitting or the kicking or the punching, but what's going on with the 80% below the surface? So Alfred Adler, who's the psychology or the theory, the foundation underneath positive discipline, says that a misbehaving child is a discouraged child. So we know fundamentally this child is feeling discouraged. Their lack of connection or contribution, this lack of significance or belonging, either with her peer group or at school in general. So we could look at it from that lens, or even more specifically, often misbehavior can fall into one of four camps. So maybe a little need for attention, undue attention, a need for control or power. That's where we see those power struggles. Or maybe this feeling of inadequacy, not able to do something. But in this scenario, we're looking at more of a revenge cycle. So when kids feel hurt, their tendency is to hurt back. And the key is that adults do this too, right? So we know that when kids do better, they feel better. In this case, she is not feeling good. So I would explore as a parent, and I would even use this phrase, like, my hunch is that you're feeling pretty hurt by your friends. And while we can teach into the hitting and the kicking and the punching is not okay, and here are some skill building and some solutions for what to do the next time you feel hurt, if we really want to get to what's going on, starting there first, non-judgmentally, just asking that question. You're saying, my hunch is that you were feeling really hurt by your friends. Can you tell me more about that? And just asking in general, maybe there is a pattern that's happening repeatedly. It's not a one-time action that they hurt her, but maybe it's things that are happening over time. So I would really want to get to the root of that behavior. Maybe she says, oh, no, that's not it at all, and that's great. Then you can say, okay, well, tell me more about this, or you can ask other questions. But I would really be curious about the feeling hurt and the lack of belonging with that group of friends if we really want to get into what's driving the behavior. So thank you so much for writing in. I hope this helps, and we'd love to hear more questions from you. So send your questions to our Sproutable Q&A, and hopefully we can make a video for you too.